Throughout history, power was a man's game, but some women defied the odds. They seized thrones, commanded armies, and ruled empires. Today we reveal the 5 greatest queens who ruled alone in history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we journey through their incredible stories. Our first queen ruled over 3,500 years ago, Hatshepsut of ancient Egypt, one of the most successful pharaohs in history. She wasn't supposed to rule. When her husband Thutmose II died, she was meant to be regent for his young heir. Instead, she declared herself pharaoh and wore the sacred false beard of kingship. Her 22-year reign brought unprecedented prosperity and architectural marvels. She organized the famous expedition to the mysterious land of Punt, bringing back gold, incense, and even live baboons to Egypt. She erected more obelisks than any pharaoh except Ramesses II. Rare fact, she's the only female pharaoh whose mummy has been definitively identified through DNA testing. In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia rose a queen of legend, Semiramis, the warrior queen of Assyria. Born a commoner, she married King Ninus and seized power after his death. Legend credits her with building the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. She led military campaigns that expanded the empire from Egypt to India. Her armies were feared across the ancient world. She commissioned massive building projects that transformed cities. Her engineers created sophisticated irrigation systems that fed millions. After 42 years of rule, she mysteriously vanished, with legends claiming she transformed into a dove. Rare fact, she's the only ancient queen whose story inspired both Greek historians and biblical references. In the final days of Ptolemaic Egypt emerged history's most famous queen, Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt. Contrary to popular belief, she was highly educated and spoke 9 languages. She used her intelligence and charisma to forge alliances with Rome's most powerful men. Her relationship with Julius Caesar secured Egypt's independence for years. Later, she allied with Mark Antony in their doomed war against Octavian. She was the first Ptolemaic ruler in 300 years to actually learn Egyptian. She wrote treatises on medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. Her palace now lies beneath Alexandria's harbor, discovered by modern archaeologists. She chose death by asp bite rather than Roman captivity, ending the Ptolemaic dynasty. Rare fact, recent DNA studies suggest she was likely of mixed Greek and North African ancestry, not the European beauty often depicted. In imperial China, where women held no political power, one concubine changed everything. Wu Zetian, China's only female emperor in 4,000 years of history. She began as a low-ranking concubine to Emperor Taizong. Through cunning and ruthless ambition, she eliminated rivals and seized the throne. In 690 AD, she declared herself emperor, not empress, founding the Zhou dynasty. Her armies expanded Chinese territory and crushed rebellions with iron discipline. She promoted Buddhism and commissioned the giant Buddha statues at Longmen grottos. She revolutionized government by promoting officials based on merit, not birth. Trade flourished, connecting China to Central Asia and beyond. She maintained power through an extensive network of spies and informants. After 15 years as emperor, she was forced to abdicate but died peacefully in her palace. Rare fact, her tombstone is deliberately blank, letting history judge her deeds rather than her words. In Renaissance England, a bastard princess became the greatest monarch in English history. Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen, who ruled for 45 glorious years. Declared illegitimate at age 2, she survived imprisonment and plots against her life. At 25, she became queen of a divided, bankrupt nation on the edge of civil war. Her greatest triumph came in 1588, when England defeated the mighty Spanish Armada. She famously declared, "I have the heart and stomach of a king, and a king of England too." Her reign saw the flowering of English culture with Shakespeare, Marlowe, and the birth of English theatre. She sponsored explorers like Sir Francis Drake, who circumnavigated the globe. She never married, using the possibility of marriage as a diplomatic weapon. She received over 50 marriage proposals from kings and princes across Europe. She died childless in 1603, ending the Tudor dynasty but leaving England as a major European power. Rare fact, she owned over 3,000 dresses and changed outfits up to 6 times a day to project royal magnificence. These incredible women defied their times and changed history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from history. But what made these queens truly extraordinary? These 5 queens didn't just rule kingdoms, they shattered the glass ceiling of their ancient worlds. They proved that leadership knows no gender, Their stories continue to inspire archaeologists, historians, and leaders today. From Hatshepsut's temples to Elizabeth's portraits, their legacies endure. They ruled across continents and across millennia, each leaving an indelible mark on history. Their courage continues to inspire new generations of leaders. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to discover more incredible stories from history. 5 queens, 5 empires, 5 legacies that changed the world forever. Which queen impressed you the most?